Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And you bet that we are having a good day today. Yes, guys, it's feeling really good because finally, after so long, we're getting a nice little pump and it's bringing us back into this bullish territory. So even though this does not mean anything for the near future, it does not mean that we're necessarily going to go up. It does not mean that we're necessarily going to go down from here. It's just something exciting. And let's not dive too deep into all of this. Let's just think about exactly what we witnessed today. Something exciting and something that gets the spirit and the blood pumping a little bit again. You know what I'm saying? It feels good to get pumps like this. I'd rather have a day like this every day than a dump, you know what I mean? So at least I'll take today as a good day. I'll just put it like that. Now, first of all, we saw something interesting. Rob XRP proposed that Jed Mccaleb all of a sudden bought some XRP because his sale or the release was in the minus. What was going on? Well, if we check it out here, Leonidas said, no, Jed didn't buy XRP. The past week, he was allowed to move/sell about 4.4 million XP per day. The XRP gets moved from the taco stand to his selling wallet that he uses the XRPL DEX on. On August 5th and 6th, most of his XRP went unsold on the XRPL DEX, thus the unsold XRP, which was about 8 million, was returned to the taco stand wallet. So he's not buying XRP, he's trying to sell it, but it didn't really work out properly. That's what it is about. That's also what he explains right here. So it's not a glitch, nothing too stupid. It's the decentralized exchange on XRP ledger. All right, then Dexron posted a kind of a retweet from Coinbase, whom earlier said, RTP PSA. Coinbase is the first crypto exchange to offer instant cash outs via the real-time payments. Cash out up to $100,000 per transaction 24/7. And Dexron said, do not cash out $100,000 with Coinbase. They report it to the government. And there's two things which you want to say about this. One, cashing out $100,000 instantly? What? That is amazing. That is I don't even understand. That's insane. Wow, right? That's wow. But the second part has to do with the fact that they report it to the government. Now, if you are a law-abiding citizen, you pay your taxes and you're, just doing the way that you're supposed to do things, why does this matter? And even though you might say, oh, I don't want them controlling me. If you ever make a wire transfer of more than $20,000, isn't it 100% certain? I think even if it's more than 10,000, but let's say 20,000, isn't it always going to be sent? And I guess the only way to be completely private in that sense is just to do things with cash. But I would say always assume that if you're doing something with an exchange that has your name on top of it, it doesn't matter if they report it straight away. They might do so in the next 5 to 10 years. Who knows? So if you want to be safe in that regard, don't expect one of these parties to not tell the government if they ask for it. Always go in with the anticipation that they'll tell everything. And even if they tell everything that they know you are safe, all right, good, right? But most likely it's just the best to just do whatever is right. And if you're afraid that they're going to tell the government, don't use such a service because, well, they're supposed to tell the government. That's the entire point of regulations and whatnot. It's to get the bad actors out of there. And I guess your best way is to just kind of not use Coinbase then, a properly regulated exchange. Use Binance or something along those lines where you can go out without KYC and don't send it to your bank, but just use crypto. Why would you want to cash it out then if you want everything to be so secret? Just a little, what are my thoughts? All right, the only argument you can make is you just don't want him to track you. Yes, but no. I mean, obviously they have to track some points. I would just say they shouldn't track exactly where everything moves to some degree. But then again, think about it from a country-leading perspective. If you were to be the freaking prime, I don't know, pick something, right? The minister of freaking finance, the guy who goes on finances, and you all of a sudden notice people all over your country are moving hundreds of billions of dollars, or let's say millions of dollars a day, yet nobody's ever telling you where it's going. How do you know if they're paying their taxes? How do you know if they're doing if they're buying something or if they're just sending money around? How do you know anything? So I think it's quite logical that they have to report because they also need to know how the capital gains tax and whatnot work, right? At least that's my thoughts on it. So I'm never sad with this type of stuff. You might see it as annoying, but I give up anything to the government anyway that needs to be there. So I don't give a crap that this happens. All right. And then one thing I should quickly once more say, guys, is how, I guess, happy, maybe I should call it like that, I am to, I don't want to, wait, let me not say it in a strange way. I wanted to say how happy I am that I found Bybit. Nah, I mean, a lot of different exchanges could have worked. But I guess I should say how happy I am that I found out about leverage trading. It's been a couple of years. I've done it on BitMEX a lot too in the past, but still, every single day I wake up, look at my trade, and I'm excited. It's not that every day it goes right. Some days I'm definitely at a loss, but ultimately, the trading that I've done over the last couple of months here has been treating me so generously, so prosperously, it's always going so good. I've been loving it, man. Just quickly putting it out there. And the most fun fact of it all is that this didn't cost me any money to open. I keep remembering, you guys, bonuses on Bybit are what keeps me going at night. Because right now there's a $1,600 deposit bonus. A lot of you guys are saying, Dusty, stop talking about it. Nope. Until the bonus is gone in about a week or so, I am telling you guys about it every single day I get the chance to, because that is free money. And I've told you guys before, that means you might be able to get $80,000 worth of trades in for free. So whenever I find a good chance, I'll tell you guys about it until there's no more free stuff. So yeah, I'm always there because it's worth it. Of course, the trading itself is kind of risky, but if you're smart about it, you can actually kind of do what you wanted to do anyway with a little bit of extra edge. Kind of to familiarize you guys with that is I always have a trade open like this, a smaller one, so $1,500 here with some smaller leverage, 2.5, because I'm not closing this one. I want to take this trade all the way up to, for example, $10 per XRP. I don't really care. I'm just taking it in and keeping it open for as long as possible. If I were to do a short-term trade, I'd use some higher leverage and more money, most likely. But this is long-term. I'm just going to keep it open. And that's why it's not really, I mean, buying XRP or doing it with leverage, it's almost the same thing as long as it's really low leverage. But of course, read into it for yourself. Now, WEF, the World Economic Forum executive, weighs in on disputed cryptocurrency tax policy. Now, we don't really need to read too much into this, at least for right now. We're mostly talking about Warren right here. Sheila Warren, the WEF's head of blockchain and digital assets, has issued a statement about the expanded crypto tax policy by the U.S. Senate. The WEF executive expressed surprise at the amendments to the crypto provision included in the United States tax bill. According to her, it was remarkable that the provisions were inserted in a U.S. infrastructure plan. The blockchain and digital assets head also said that a regulatory policy would be effective following careful consideration and evaluation. Warren further noted that the rushed approach adopted towards the expanded crypto tax provision, stating that legislative rulemaking is usually a slow process for a reason. And basically it comes down to the fact that this is all just so odd. We don't really get why they went about it this way, why there's such a big fuss about the word broker. Why didn't they just elaborate from the start? Why did they make it this way? It is remarkable to see language endorsed that was not neutral about technology. This has massive implication for a relatively nascent industry, and I just don't really get it. Now, once more, I think pretty shortly here we'll get a result, right? I'm still not exactly sure at what time or anything like that, but I'm just waiting it out, so I don't really mind anything. I've read into these amendments now very far. I've read into the freaking U.S. Senate system for a couple of hours as well today. I've been doing my best, all right? And once more, whenever I think I don't know enough about it, I always tell you guys honestly, because at the end of the day, all I'm doing is giving you guys info that's already publicly available and trying to make it a little bit easier with my own understanding. If I don't understand it, I can't make it easier for you. And all I can tell you is go research it or tell me so I can tell more. That's why I also like to read the comments. And for all of you guys that have anything to say about it, always let me know. I always have at least one person checking every single comment to make sure I never miss something important. And I try to read as many as I can, but obviously sometimes a couple slip through. But listen, every single comment that you write down is seen by somebody. Don't worry about it. So if you have anything crucial to say, just put it down there. It'll be seen. All right, now Crypto Whale posted, this bull trap is working flawlessly as the herd is back to predicting unrealistic targets from $100,000 to $1 million. Two things to say about this, and that's kind of my freaking infamous phrase nowadays, huh? Okay, I got two things to say because I always have a couple of points of criticism about every quote like this we see. So, from one perspective, he's very right. The predictions of crazy targets have all of a sudden come back after a very short amount of time in the limelight, because crypto has been bullish for, let's say, about 2 weeks, 1.5 weeks, and all of a sudden people are like, yeah, Bitcoin's going back to 5 million, baby, and that type of stuff, which of course is kind of misplaced. Then again, it kind of draws back into the idea of we are still in a bull run and this was just a correction. And that brings me to point number 2. Maybe any other things, it's not a bull trap, but this was all a bigger bear trap. It's so difficult to tell exactly whether or not the bull run is over and what exactly we consider a bull run. Right now, we had a bearish run for about 100 days, a little bit over 3 months. Can we really say that that was a bear market? Debatably so. I mean, from a certain perspective, yes, we can. From a different perspective, no, because this might just be a bigger bull market with a little bit of a bearish, intermediary period. It's so difficult to say because what exactly do we consider what type of thing? The crypto industry is so young. It's only been here for 12 years that we don't know exactly what a bear market looks like. It's almost impossible to really determine it following the normal rules because a stock market and, for example, the gold equities market, they all work so differently than crypto because they're inherently different technology. They move a lot less fast. The volatility is a lot lower. And you might be able to compare, for example, with penny stocks from a certain perspective with volatility then. Then again, with penny stocks, it's also just not the same. It's just so different. So from that perspective, I'm not sure exactly if he's completely right or completely wrong. You can see it from two ways, and nobody knows until the end of things who is actually right. And also, this guy is a hypocrite anyway. So, for example, he said here, let's face it, everyone in the market is scared to short from a single green candle after months of red. I'm putting my entire net worth in Bitcoin shorts. I'm either becoming a billionaire or I'm going bankrupt, which was right there. If he did it right there, I guess he could have made a little bit of money. But if he did it anyway around that area, this is for Bitcoin. Oh, damn. Yeah. That is, I guess that is interesting, huh? Another person, oh, he's been blocked. Ooh, okay. Now, let's I guess hope I don't get blocked. I'm not sure if this is the 27th of July, 2020. That was just before Bitcoin started to really pop off like crazy. So, well, let's hope he doesn't block me. It's pretty funny. I think that's pretty funny. It shows the hypocrisy. Then Torre from Innovation Markets posted, candles go up. We will never see these prices again. Regulators are coming. Binance is under fire. Tether is under fire. $1 trillion crypto tax bill being proposed as we speak. None of this makes me confident. Just tells me any pump beforehand is a final farewell. Maybe. Maybe. Crypto says the bull trap is working. It's a 50-50. So once more, I'm not sure. Then we got more of a back and forward from Senator Pat, basically about this tax bill, basically, and about the crypto potential for the future. Still, I don't think there's been any decision yet. It's so crazy, at least in my opinion, how the U.S. is fighting themselves for just getting behind on technology. I don't get why they're doing this. Crypto Eddie posted, banks that do not have a strategy for crypto are in trouble, by Sandy Young, Ripple Managing Director in Europe. Just a small little reminder. And we also have the Wolf of Wall Street's Scott Melker, who said, last month's panic sellers are this month's panic buyers, which is definitely the truth. So, yeah. Guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. Make sure you check out Bybit, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video soon.